I welcome you all once again to your English class. I hope you all are keeping fine. Children, for today's English lesson, we are going to continue with active and passive voice, the 16th chapter from your book. And we are already done with 90% of the chapter, and we are remaining with the 10% that we will be finishing in this video lesson. Then we can move ahead with the revision exercise that follows if time permits us, right? So in our previous video lesson, I ended my video by telling you how we can change interrogative sentences in the active voice to passive voice interrogative sentence, right? Now we are going to do an exercise today which will give us an idea or which will help us learn or understand that concept better. Okay, children? So now we have this exercise N, which is on page number 89 that we are going to finish. So this exercise N, which is on page number 89, let's see what we have been asked to do. So underline the verb in each sentence and state whether it is in the active voice or passive voice. Okay. My grandma knitted a cardigan. So children, what do you think is the verb here? Which one? So my grandma, what did she do? She knitted. So this will be my verb. Let me underline. Okay, so number 1, knitted is the verb. You are going to underline that. Knitted is the verb. And if you can see that the person, that the doer is the grandma. Grandma is knitting, right? And when the doer, when the performer who is doing the action is the subject, then we know it is in the active voice, right? So we are going to write that this sentence is in active voice. Yes. Now number 2. George ate a sandwich. So which is the verb here? Yes, ate. Okay. So you can see that here ate, who is eating it? So George is only doing the action. So in this case also we have the voice as active voice only. When the doer is the subject, then we know that it will be an active voice. The fish was grilled by me. So the fish is not grilling anything. The fish is not the doer of the action. Grilled by whom? By me. So me is in the object. So this one is going to be in passive voice, and was grilled is our verb. So was grilled is our verb in simple past, and here it will be passive voice. Number 4. The chair was polished by the carpenter. So the chair was polished. What thing was polished? Is the doer polishing? No. So the chair was polished. The object is here. The doer, the agent is at the end by the carpenter. So this one also, children, will be in passive voice. So our verb is was polished. So underline this, and this will be in passive voice. Number 5. Raman kicked the ball. So the verb is which one? Which is the main verb here? Kicked. Yes, kicking. So kicked is the verb here. And who is doing it? The doer is the subject itself. The subject, that means Raman kicked it. So Raman is the subject. Now this will be in active voice. Yes, children? Moving ahead. See, we have finished this exercise. Now we can move ahead with exercise O. The sentences given below are rewritten in the passive voice. Okay. Change the personal pronouns which are in bold and fill in the blanks with appropriate answers from the brackets. We refer to the personal pronouns table given earlier. So I told you how we can change the personal pronouns. Let's see. Now I gave a watch to Rita. This is an active voice. Yes. Now a watch was given to Rita. I becomes what? Me, or it will remain I only? Yes, it changes into me. So children, exercise O now. This is on page number 90. Yes. So this one will be number 1, me. Okay. Number 2 now. I kept the basket carefully. This is an active voice because I is the doer. The basket was kept carefully. Again, I will change into me. Number 3. She painted the fence. The fence was painted by. She becomes her. Okay. In the object. Number 4. They watched the match. The match was watched by. They becomes them. Number 5. He covered the books. The books were covered by. He becomes him. It won't change into his. His is showing possession. So it's not here. We don't need possession, right? So now you caught the fish. The fish was caught by. You remains you only, children. So you will remain you only. You don't need to change this. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. Please finish it if you haven't. Please pause the video and write it down. Now, let's move ahead with exercise P. It's party time. Here is a game for you all. As you read the sentences, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs. Remember, they have been written in passive voice. The first one has been done by you, for you. Okay, so a circle is drawn on the ground by Asha. A rug, okay, so see here. Now we can finish this one. Exercise P. A circle is drawn on the ground by Asha. A rug had been spread. Spread remains spread only, children. It won't become spreaded. So spread will remain spread only. Had been spread by Rima. A piece of chalk was used by Asha to draw the circle. The command in the pond means jump on the rug, and out of the pond commands means of the rug. The children dash told to make a circle and stand around. The children were told. Children, you can write were told or you can even write are told. The children were told. I am writing in the past, that's why I am continuing with it. Okay, this was in present, so let's write it in present only. So this can become have been spread. Let's write in present only. Is used. Are told. Yes, when you have to follow that rule that when we are writing in one tense, we have to use that tense only. Now, the children are told to make a circle and stand around. The commands are jumbled up. The game is singular, is conducted and all participants are directed. So, is conducted, are directed. To follow instructions. Those who do not follow the command are eliminated. A prize dash champion tadpole. So a prize will be given. Yes. Okay. So we are done with this exercise, and now let's move ahead with exercise Q. Read the following sentences and state whether they are in active voice or passive voice. Change the sentences which are in active voice to passive voice. So we have to identify the sentence, and when we find that any sentence is active voice, we have to change it into passive voice. Okay children, easy. So let's move on with exercise Q. This is on page number 90 only. Number 1. The dog is chewing a bone. Yes, is chewing. It's in present continuous tense and the dog is only doing it. So the doer is the subject. So this is an active voice. We have to write it's inactive. It's an active voice. How we can change it into passive voice? Let's change it into passive. A bone is will remain is only because it is in continuous, being will be added. A bone is being chewed. Yes, by the dog. Chewed because we know the past participle form of chew is chewed. Number 2. Okay. Sachin Tendulkar scored a century. So who scored? Sachin only. So it's in the subject part only, not in the object part. So that's why what will become? That this is also active voice. We have to write this is an active voice. And what we are going to write? A century, because scored, children, is in simple past. So it will we will change like was plus past participle form. A century was scored by Sachin Tendulkar. Yes, number 3. Gagan bought roses. So who bought it? Gagan. Gagan is in the subject only. He is the doer of the action. Bringing roses. So Gagan bought roses is in active voice. And roses is plural. That's why we are going to write word. Roses were brought by, and here it will be scored and not scored. Were brought by Gagan. Yes. Moving to number 4. The gifts are being packed by aunt. This children is in passive voice because the doer is the agent here. So it will be in passive voice. We do not need to change the sentence in passive voice into anything. So we are just writing that this is in passive voice. Number 5. The bike was washed by my brother. So the bike was being washed. Who is washing? The agent is the object here. So it's in passive voice. It's not the subject. 6. The skit was presented by good actors. So again, what was presented? Skit was presented, and who performed it? Who presented it? The good actors. So it's in the agent. The subject is in the object part. So passive voice. Okay, children. Now, the Kanak eats a chocolate. Yes, the doer is the subject again. So we can write here. This will be in active voice. And how we can write it? Because eats is in simple present. So we are going to write a chocolate Okay children, if this is not visible to you, we can just rub the board. Okay, I hope you have finished this. Number 7. 7 is in active voice. Okay, and Kanak eats a chocolate. A chocolate is eaten by Kanak. Yes. Now number 8. Mother was singing a bhajan. Was singing, so it's in past continuous tense, active voice. The person who was singing, the doer, is the subject here. So mother was singing a bhajan. A bhajan was being sung by mother. Yes children, we are done with this exercise as well. Now you can just pause the video and finish it up or just take a screenshot. Now moving ahead with the last exercise of this chapter, exercise R. Okay. Complete these sentences in the passive form, in the passive voice. Use the passive form of verbs given in brackets. The first one has been done for you. This exercise R is on the same page. Number 1. The bridge was inaugurated by the president, by the chief minister. A speech, okay. A speech was delivered. Not write one. So was delivered by her on the occasion. Commuters dash follow the. Commuters were told. Yes, commuters were told to follow the rules, traffic rules. Pedestrians dash to use the footpath. Okay. When pedestrians were asked to use the footpath, whereas people were requested not to. Not to throw polythene bags or anything else into the river over which the bridge was being built. Yes. This would help save the river, the lifeline of the city. So children, with this, we have finished this exercise. We do not need to finish or even start the revision exercise, that we can follow up in our other video lesson. For today children, we are done with this lesson. I hope you understood this chapter, active passive voice. We will be finishing the lesson. We will be doing it in our online class as well, as you have started coming offline. So we can do it there as well. So if you have any doubts, please watch the video carefully. Get or note down your doubts and be ready to ask me in your online classes. For today children, we are done. We can meet again in our next video lesson. Till then, please take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.